What's good, family? Jersey Boy in the house. We got the Jets going against the 49ers this week. Let's do some house shopping, house cleaning real quick. So we have an X Factor cornerback. You guys know what it is. So Richard Sherman over there holding things down in his later years. As I mentioned before, I just essentially disregard all of these. It just gives us a straight up winning scenario. We beat the Seahawks last week, which actually gave us 1,000 XP combined, 500 for the linebackers, 500 for the QB. We have some upgrades. So Sam Darnold finally getting another point. These have been few and far in between with all the struggles that we have been facing. He seems to be a bit nerve-wracked. He kind of, dinks himself around the game. So we'll see. He does have paranoid sense of pressure, which doesn't help. Maybe we can break those tendencies. But short accuracy and kind of everything else looking really good so far. So we'll see what happens. Awareness 79 could be a bit better, but I never really see high awarenesses for them, especially after like 19 when they took it out. We have a few more, though, for a few other players that might be able to develop for us. Terrell Basham gets one. Doubt he'll stick along as his power moves is going to take quite a while to develop. Again, we've been working really hard to kind of clear house of anybody that won't essentially be here within 2 to 3 years. So we have another really strong draft coming with a bunch of top picks coming in. We have 4 within the first 2 rounds. And we might have a bit of controversy. So I showed you guys what my current draft board for the first 2 rounds looks like so far. I'm really interested in Kiefer Ellis here. Very good throw power. He's young. He can throw deep, so he should be able to bond with Tyreek Hill in a way that maybe Sam Darnold hasn't so far. And his short accuracy is great. So we might be able to throw some pieces around him. But we also have a scrambler quarterback here. And a strong arm one that seems like you really can't go wrong. So it's kind of a pick your flavor kind of draft at quarterback potentially there. So we'll have to make a really hard decision. I wanted somebody behind him anyways, but I was hoping it was going to be more of a developmental player. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and dive into the game, guys. So hope you enjoy and can't wait to see us hopefully rack up another dub, take us to 7-3 for the season.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's sharp at the yard line. On first down, here's Breida. Oh, look at the juke. And he is tackled inside the... They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down. And this one's going to go the wrong time. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll wind up. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. Drops it off for Coleman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the... Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think? As you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And in his 15th season, he's able to show possession of the game. Leading him out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the banking him for that much space to rumble.
Here's Bernard. The numbers last week for Bernard, 16 carries, 54 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
From the 45 on second down, Darnold completes it to McGuire out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And in the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
56, check 56. So
a first carry for Elijah McGuire. And he has the first down at the 45-yard line. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 20. Now it's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. But look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he gets this only to the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that will wind up just 1 yard shy of midfield. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And that play goes. On second down, it's Coleman. And that play will go nowhere. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now Bernard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. On first down, here's McGuire. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Outside. 56 is the mark.
faking the give. Darnold. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run on 2nd down with McGuire, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So that'll back him up 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Play action. Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
They'll run it here with Bernard. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got 4. We got 4.
Darnold going to give this to McGuire. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. There's Garoppolo to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's O'Connor. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
New York set to take the field. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Darnold now to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw is Darnold. That one complete to Hill. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here.
Bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin here with Bernard. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, here's Bernard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
He was brought down by Marcus May.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor.
Here we go. Black 80! Defense, keep it up, guys. Check 13.
They run with Breida. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had to tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That's complete to a speedy wideout, Goodwin. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
But that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here we go. 180! Here we go. Shoot!
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
What you got, Navy? Give me something. Here we go.
Now it's Breida. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Breida. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The running game fully in sync, 1 to 11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll run again with Bernard. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the 1st, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Darnold goes draw play to McGuire. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. From the 50, it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
56, the mark for 56. Check 56. Got to do better.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We got sack. Mike's 5-4. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Play action. It's Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 40-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Pettis once again the target. And now it's 2nd down. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
On 2nd down, Darnold gets this one to Hill. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Darnold from the gun. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. George Kittle and the Niners ready for their next drive. And partner, the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you've got in the first half, and they adjust in the second half to start to play better.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw is Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. McGuire will try to pick it up. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now, throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check three.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to Sharp. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Garoppolo again. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Garoppolo to throw.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the 1st here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by 2, a minute 14 to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Anunwa. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They're in the fourth quarter in Denver. It's been back and forth, but the Chiefs have now taken the lead. Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go, D. Big series right.
He's back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. One final try now for Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. So they're...
Many times when we talk to coaches prior to a game and assess, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal, even in games when one